Hey, what is going on, SMT Nation? It is your boy, the SMT. We have a Dish wireless update for you guys today. This one in regards to a tower deal that they now have with American Tower. So they've been collecting, lease deals and agreements with these tower companies, and this is an indication that they are ready to start ramping up the build and construction of their network. So Dish does have an MVNO agreement with T-Mobile if they so choose to operate it. Obviously, they have to pay for that access, but they are eventually going to have to build a network. So in the midst of this whole T-Mobile and Sprint merger, losing a carrier, we had the gain of Dish as a carrier. So Dish gets another tower deal here. This one, obviously, with American Tower, puts them in striking range of actually building a network. So this is good for access to up to 20,000 sites nationwide in terms of this master lease agreement. This company, American Tower, does have 40,000 total available sites, including co-location sites. And this deal does appear to be long-term in nature. So that gives you an idea that it is not a short-term deal. Being that it is a long-term deal means that this relationship should continue throughout multiple years into the future. Payments on the tower leases will begin starting next year. So that, being 2022, indicates that Dish will be operational in the upcoming year. 70% of the United States population will need to have Dish service by 2023 as part of the agreement with the FCC and the DOJ. So 2 years from now, we're talking about a legitimate operational network from Dish. Expect markets to be deployed by Q3 2021, with efforts really ramping up in Q4 of this year. So we should be seeing more and more networks as the year progresses in terms of the build out, more markets getting the network. So between the T-Mobile MVNO lease deal, along with their native build, there should be some action with Dish, ongoing for the next year or two. We'll see a lot of developments happening. Obviously, you have Amazon involved, looming as a possible cash cow or a partner of some sort, maybe. I don't know. Basically a sugar mama investor for Dish. I think that's their end game. I think that's where they want to be. But we'll see how that plays out. That's purely speculative. We don't really know much about it or how serious that is. But as of right now, we've got tower deals and agreements all over the place. We've got Crown Castle, SBA, and now American Tower. Those are the three big ones. There's also Vertical Bridge, and I think there's another one or two smaller agreements in place. But this puts Dish in a position to actually build out the network and do something substantial. And we'll be excited to see that. Of course, we're far from a national launch and people getting SIM cards and trying the service and seeing how the network is. A greenfield 5G network does take time, and Dish says they're going to do it with $10 billion. We'll see how that goes. Let me know your confidence in Dish. Let me know where you think they're at. Do you feel good about their current position now that they've got all these, tower agreements in place? I think that's one big piece of the puzzle. I think the other piece is actually going to be the installations, the builds, obviously, once we get a market actually deployed with the network, that becomes something very, very notable. But this is a progression. This is a step in the right direction, and it does indicate that the deals are being made, and now it's just the point of execution. I'm a little bit more hopeful and positive about it, although I don't necessarily like, Charlie Ergen much as a businessman. I think, a lot of people have mentioned they doubt his commitment to building out a network. I can see that. I could definitely see that. But I think at some point you just got to show and prove. The other option here is to take a bunch of fines for not building out the network. So hopefully that does deter, that sort of thing from happening. But we'll continue to follow this closely, and we'll see how this ends up as we monitor it throughout this year, moving into next year through 2023. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, your thoughts and opinions on Dish, these moves, and all their other moves. I'd love to hear what you have to say. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page. We also have the Twitter handle @SneedTech. And do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new and have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.